And on the channel from Super 7 Ultimate Edition line, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Robotic Bebop.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate unboxing and review. And today we're back in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world for Robotic Bebop. But for all your Robotic Bebop needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $99 does ship free. Of course, now they have flat rate $7.95 shipping for under $99. Gotta get a deal out there, and that's exactly what I did is I headed over to Entertainment Earth to pick this one up. You can also pick up Ultimates at the Super 7 store using code KYLEP at checkout to support the channel. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, we're gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see where it goes from there. Robotic Bebop finally here to match the Robotic Rocksteady, which we already unboxed on the channel. So feeling a little bit complete here today is what we're doing. We got the big, heavy, oversized figure right here. You can feel the weight of the figure right out of the package. Purple means bad. You got the little sewer manhole cover right there looking good. On the sides, nothing going on. Turtle logo on the back. So usual slip cover, and we don't always get the slip cover. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. See you later. Goodbye, like a young Craig Hodges at the three-point line. That's exactly what that one is right there. And I think because these were delayed so long, they were made originally with those slip covers, where new stuff that's come before and after do not have the slipcase cover. That's just my guess there. Who knows? But there it is, big window box there, big heavy figure, Turtles, Bebop robotic style, of course. Got the darker brick for the bad guys, as we know. Nothing too wild on there. On the back, get a little tail of the tape, a little blurbage action there. Let's see what it says about our friend Robotic Bebop. The metallic maniac with the ugly mug, frustrated by the constant incompetence of regular old Bebop, Shredder developed a robotic version of the winsome warthog and appropriately dubbed him Robotic Bebop. Now this colossal can of nuts and bolts is a mechanized, menacing monster, and the Turtles are tired already of contending with this humongous hunk of junk. But Robotic Bebop is indeed a contender. Suited up with the finest grade titanium and equipped with a typical fiendish weaponry, the Turtles best beware and have care. So he's like a young titanium man from Marvel. That's what we're going to say right there. But we're going to pull him out of the package here. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. Like I said, he is a big, big, beefy boy. See you later once again. Goodbye. Like a young Mark Price. Shout out to Cleveland Cavaliers, Mark Price. One of my favorites as a kid. All right, what do we got going on here? There it is. There it is. Look at all that weaponry. Look at all that weaponry and handery and tomfoolery as well. And then, of course, the big boy right here with some more weapons. But I'm going to take this guy offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Robotic Bebop. All right, let's get down to Robotic Bebop business here. Let's start off with the accessories here. Some big accessories and a lot of accessories with this guy here. So we do get hands. We get two gripping hands out of the package. So you got to have those, of course. Then we get two splayed out hands, very robot-like, all in black here. But we've got two big old robot hands right there. Good weight to these hands as well. And then punches and bunches, not just for humans, not just for warthogs, also for robotic warthogs here. Two fists of fury ready to go. But we're not done with the hands here, as we have some hand extenders. You can kind of see that blue on the arm. We'll get to it, of course, but we got that can be taken off and you can use these instead. So you got the big drill right here you can use. Get right through that turtle shell if you need to, all in silver. So a nice drill there. Then you got a huge robotic hand here. I guess you can swipe and pick up a turtle if you want to with one hand. Nice glove here. Looks like a power glove from Nintendo back in the day is what it reminds me of. And then you got a messed up hand that got blown to smithereens, and the blue part over there all torn up and done up. So a lot of different adventures you can use with your hands right here. Now, on top of his smokestacks, I guess we'll call them, on his shoulders, you do get 2 effect pieces here. So you can plug those in for a little extra effect if you want to. You can choose your own adventure on that as well. Looking good there. We do get a huge, huge gun here. Very futuristic gun here, all in silver, little blue highlights to it, but very big. It almost reminds you of Bebop's regular gun, but more robotic, which I think fits here with the whole motif we're going for with this robotic Bebop. Green handle on this one down low, looking good there. Then you got a big knife. Oh my gosh, that's a knife that'll cut through a turtle shell as well. He's going to be dining on turtle soup if robots eat that kind of thing. Big hole through the middle, green handle once again, big blade. Got all kinds of cutting room on there if you need to. Then we get a nice translucent shield here. Looks like a manhole cover from space is what it looks like, but we do get a big shield here for him. On brand once again from the traditional Bebop figure. But now, diving into the figure itself, he is a big, big boy. Only one head with this one, though. He does got that nose ring in there. He's got the glasses on in blue, kind of red behind the eyes. Got a translucent red mohawk there. Very cool. Bringing it back to Bebop, of course, in a robot way. Big football-shaped head there. Very, very robot style. And it almost reminds me of a Blockbuster logo with the yellow and blue all over the figure right here. Big robot body, like a young RoboCop, I guess. We got the shells on the side once again with those kind of smokestacks there for those effect pieces that plug into that. Got some cooling ports in the back. Of course, you don't want a robot to overheat, as we do know. Love the little kind of stop and play button right down here. The turtle shells at the top do move. I forgot to mention that. They will move out of the way for the arm articulation, which I guess perfect time. Arms do go around. Very stiff articulation here. You do get the bicep cut, single jointed elbow, side to side, back and forth. Of course, hands pop off, and then this blue pops off. So you got to really work it, but it will come off if you need it to, and then you can replace with any of this stuff if you want to. Very, very small elbow joint right here, though. Big body, big bicep, big forearm. Very weak link there, so be careful with there. I could see somebody breaking that off, as it is very small in between here. Got the gripping hands here for the weapons once again. And then you do get waist articulation with him. Side to side, up and down for the head. A lot of good movement out of the head for a robot, I will say that. We also get, of course, the legs that go up. Single jointed knee, a little side to side. Really nothing to write home about. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down as well. Big old base on him, so he's going to have no issue standing for us. Big old robot here, but I guess if we want to, we can throw him on a Mattel ringside collectible stand, but really there's no reason to use a stand with this guy. He is so big he will stand on his own. If I can line it up, there we go, ready to go. Ready to stand, ready to fight the turtles if need be. A big, big, beefy boy, and you guys know I love a big figure, and I love a team as well. So it is nice to kind of match these guys up finally after all this time. Getting 2 robot versions here in our collection. They look awfully different. Obviously, one's a warthog, one's a rhino robot style, but they look drastically different in the colors. You got the bright silver over here for Rocksteady, a much darker color over here for Bebop. Very, very cool. Now, we've got these before, many different lines, of course, but we do got the NECA ones that came out not a terribly long time ago. So you can kind of see the height difference, size difference between these ones. These are pretty big figures for the NECA line, and these guys tower over them. So big, big, beefy boys here. Really shelf killers when you get down to the bottom of it as well. These guys are going to take a good chunk of space in your display. So make note of that if you are picking these up. But they are available right now. Of course, Super 7 figures are going to get a little harder than they used to be. They're going back to the pre-COVID days where the order is the order. They'll have a little bit of extra, and if a retailer orders extra, that's one thing. But we're already seeing it in there in the world of Super 7. There's not a lot of extras to go around. So if you're at Entertainment Earth, you see hot off the truck and you want this, you better act pretty quick because they don't have the quantities they had once upon a time, and you're not going to see these for $20 for the holidays this year. I can tell you that much for sure. So Bebop Rocksteady robot style. What are your guys' thoughts? Pickups, passes, long games, no games? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on these two, if they're for your collection or not. Check out the Patreon for early access to this video and all the other videos on the channel. Of course, don't forget Patreon for early access to this video and all the other videos on this YouTube channel. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Bebop Rocksteady Robot Editions, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.